So I came across a video of who I will call one of the biggest content creators in this football space, and it is nothing short of disappointing. I'm going to share some of the clips that I have and I want to speak about with you guys, and I just want you guys to follow, and I would just like to know what you think. I actually think it is very, very ignorant, very disturbing, and you know, I'll just let you guys watch, right?
Say they call you monkey. You not call a monkey back. Why person only you? Not be born boy take full ship as in his name so. So why monkey they pay you? They call you monkey. Or if you not get monkey, call a monkey back. I get this skin, you get white skin. You tell me say monkey, I say monkey too. Why is the monkey painful for me as a black person? There's a white monkey. Why is it not painful for the white person?
This particular take has to be the most. I couldn't even believe it when I heard it. Like, if them call you monkey, you self call a monkey back. If like I couldn't believe that came out of his mouth because that is so ignorant. Like, it just reeks of ignorance. Like, you don't even just understand what racism is. That's what it just means. It means that you don't get the depth of what racism is, because if you do, you will not see, you wouldn't think it is as simple as a white person calling you a monkey and you calling the white person a monkey back. Because first and foremost, racism isn't just about someone calling you a name and you replying back. It is systemic. It's the patterns, the targeting, and the different standards applied. We also saw what happened to Bukayo Saka, Rashford, and Sancho at the World Cup or the Euros, where they missed penalties and they were racially abused for a very, very long time. I've seen white people miss penalties and they get nothing. They don't get abused. They don't get no. But once a black person does the same thing, the racial abuse comes in. Why do you think that is? It is targeted, it is systemic. The standards are not the same for white and black people. So you making it as simple as me calling you a white man calling you a monkey and you calling the white man a monkey back does not make any sense. It doesn't. It is ill-informed, it is ignorant. Racism is when the entire structure and system treats you differently because of the color of your skin. That is deeper than you calling someone calling you a monkey and you calling the person a monkey back. So that is a very shocking statement from someone with such a huge platform. I'm sorry, in my opinion. Black players getting labeled arrogant for celebrating while others are called confident. We've seen it with Jude Bellingham when he celebrates his goal and he does his hand thingy. We've seen people complain about it. We've seen Miles Lewis Kelly being dragged by Jamie Carragher for celebrating the way he did when he scored against Man City last season. Why do you think that is? You think it's because he just did it? It's because he's black. You will not see that being labeled towards a white guy if he does the same celebration that Alan did in the same match. They will call it confidence. They will call it he's just having a bit of fun. But when a black player does it, it's turned to something else. So this is why it was very, very wrong for him to make that statement of if them call you monkey, you say just call them monkey back. It's very ignorant and it is very, very, very ill-informed. Let's watch the next clip.
That stops Vinicius Junior from winning that Ballon d'Or 2 years ago. Thank you so much. Because Vini is not a player that younger players should emulate. All this I comment and saying, I stand with Vini. I stand with Vini. Stand your stand, though. I sit down with Vini. I sit down. Not me and you stand. You are not the only black player that have played football. We've seen so many black, even in your team. There is a Trameni, there is a Rudiger, there is Kamavinga. And they play with you every time in Madrid. But now only you, they go to him.
Yes, you might be right in saying Vini is not a player that younger players should emulate in terms of his character on the pitch, provoking players, provoking the opponent, and all that. You might be right in saying that. But in terms of standing against racism, Vini is a player all black players should emulate. Yes, he's not the only black player in the Madrid team. So why is he always the one? Maybe if the other black players also stand up as much as Vini does, maybe there will be better solutions to racism. Don't you think about that? Don't you think about it like that? because you're out here now saying Vinny should not always be the one. Why is it always you? Yada yada yada. That doesn't make any sense because this guy always stands against racism, which is very, very right. And I think all black players should emulate that. All black young players, even the ones that are playing right now, should emulate that. You are very wrong in saying that he's not a role model in that sense. Very, very wrong. Let's watch the next clip.
Then you concrete, say the guy said something. The guy don't cover mouth already. So they can't see it. And you're walking out on the pitch. And I'm going to play again. And I'm going to do that. And there are players who keep seeing that and they will smile and they will go. I'm not telling you that I'm supporting it. But is there an evidence that the guy said it? No. Is this the first time you are doing crybaby work? No. So I don't know if I should stand with you. You understand?
This guy literally said Vinicius created a scenario of where he was being racially abused. I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe this guy actually said that. Yes, the guy covered his mouth, but that doesn't mean he didn't say what he said. If he was sure of what he wanted to say, why did he have to cover his mouth with his cloth? Like, why is a coward for covering his mouth? And you're saying, okay, you don't want to believe it because Vinicius Junior is a drama king, is a crybaby, he has bad character. That's why you don't want to believe Vinicius Junior. Okay, I believe the guy said it because it is very common for especially Argentines to be racist towards black people. I'm not generalizing here, but I'm just saying that since you want to use that as your logic for not believing Vinicius Junior, I also believe the guy said it because it is common for Argentines to be racist to black people. So yeah. So how do you? I don't even know how you would even come up with that kind of analogy in the first place. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. Let's watch the next clip.
Then you say you not go play. Go ask the Osimhen, the Boniface, Italy and Germany. Now there the thing they hot. Go ask them whether they see for those countries. They can't say, okay, I not go play again. I'm walking off the pitch. Two wrongs does not make it right. Now you are insulting me. I should shut up. I don't know anything.
Also, coach, if you say you know football as much as you claim, you would know that there is a rule that says there's a UEFA rule that says that as soon as a racial slur has been noticed by any player and is reported to the referee should stop the game. So Vinicius didn't just walk out on his own account. No, he didn't. The game had to be stopped because of the racial slur that was said against him. That's the first protocol. That's the first thing you do after you get racially abused and it is reported to the referee, just to show support to the player that has been racially abused. So you claiming that Vinicius Junior just left the pitch and all that is very, very wrong, and it is ill-informed, and I think you should enlighten yourself better in cases like this so you don't mislead people. You have a lot of people following you, you have a lot of kids following you, and you have a lot of young people following you. You don't want to mislead them with takes like like that. Let's watch the next clip.
Thierry Henry has said it today that he said that Vinicius got a good goal, and we are not talking about the goal. We are talking about racism. That they need to find a solution, and that if they ask the guy will always say no. That is it. If who commit murder case, if you go court, they go ask and say, "Are you guilty?" He go say, "Not guilty."
Yes, Thierry did say that it's a disappointment that the game had to be smeared by the whole drama that happened after the goal was scored. But you're also living at the part where Thierry Henry is really disappointed about what racial slurs cause in football. You are living at the part where Thierry Henry is disappointed that a footballer that plays with black teammates is actually racially abusing another footballer because of the color of his skin. You are leaving out the part where Thierry Henry is disappointed that racism is still a thing in 2026. So I think as someone that has a huge platform, I think you should do better and not support. Now you just sound like a racist apologist. Like you are accepting it. That's what it sounds like. So I think you should do better and get more informed, enlighten yourself about what racism actually is. Because I think if you know what racism actually means, you won't come out and say if somebody calls you a monkey, you call the person a monkey back. I think that's very, very disappointing. Let me know what you guys think about these videos, about his comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.